What's going on, beautiful people of the trading world? New with Soda coming at you live with another trading recap, and today we are recapping today's trades. So February 10th, which is quite obviously today, um, and very happy. I mean, this was a record scalp for me. 73 buck return there on, I believe I was only a minute and a half in NVDA, and this wasn't even something I was eyeing pre-market too, which I'm kind of more or less impressed with because I had already mapped out the levels and I had seen NVIDIA. This is actually where alerts would have came in so key. The only reason I actually saw NVIDIA do this is because my spread closed, and I was like, oh shit, NVIDIA must be strong again. Lo and behold, I go to check it, and it's fucking right at this such key resistance point, which was all-time highs, and it had hit all-time highs, I believe, two times on the daily before coming back and getting smoked. I mean, smoked, and it looked strong, but we'll get into that. First trade was on SPY, of course. Gotta love SPY, right? Except when it's choppy, 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 which this certainly was. I was trying to buy a support here and potentially look for a push higher. Got stopped out real quick. Small loss. The trade wasn't there, so I stopped out. Because I could kind of feel and see that it was just choppiness. But man, look at this short setup. Oh man, Fora must have been drooling when he saw this. Nice low a day break on a nice a bit increased volume candle. We go to try to like find some semblance as the bottom, and then it snaps on that EMA 9 and just boom down ticks for one, two, three, four, five, six straight ticks. And I'm more than confident for caught that move there. And I kind of wish I did, but I'm pretty sure at this point I was in NVIDIA, or either way, I was done with NVIDIA and done with the day. I finally was able to say to myself, I'm not trading anymore, and I did it. I didn't fucking trade anymore, so I'm happy about that. Because there's been so many times where I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna keep my gains, and then I'm looking at the charts and I see something, I'm like, oh, okay. Finally, I didn't do it. But of course, I gave back a little more to SPY. Um, Again, looks like I was just too eager on SPY. I wanted something. Oh no, I was short. I'm sorry. I was ready. I was ready for it. I was like, this doesn't look like it's going higher at all. We gapped it. We're just not moving. And then, of course, what does this candle go to do? Stop me out. It goes for that little tiny wick up. I'm thinking, oh, we might get above VWAP and retest high a day. That candle seemed to stop me out for a $10 loss. Um, So I must have probably hit that right at the top, unfortunately. Yeah, I know I said my exits were better than my entries, but not in that case. It doesn't always play out. And the real short setup was here. So I had right idea switching from long to short. Just wrong timing there. Definitely wrong timing. And I went in calls. Man, I was flippy floppy today. So yeah, looks like we were bouncing around up and down, up and down. And um, what did I? Wow, how quick did I get out? 18 seconds. Wow. So it looks like, yeah, I was buying low of day. Yep, yep, yep. Certainly was. Buying low of day on Apple here and was looking for a pushback up into VWAP, which on Apple hasn't seemed to work out for me so well. Uh, I I don't think it's valid in this setup. I honestly don't. I don't see what would entail that to play out like that. Where's the volume? What happened to the volume? I'm sorry. It looks like this chart's fucked up because I don't see any volume for these bars. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Either way, this wasn't clean, and I've been doing that to Apple. I think I got a little too confident on Apple, and I've just been taking too many trades on it in general. And you can't just buy low a day. Like, I'm really starting to realize you can't just buy low a day, you can't just buy high a day, and vice versa. You can't just look at a key level and be like, oh, it's gonna move here, or I'd like it to move here. What's the context leading into this play? How's the tape feeling and whatnot? Like those are more, and plus big picture in general. What was the market doing? We had just gapped up pretty big, and Apple was also looking fairly weak um, prior day due to that kind of like EV fake news, if you will, that the rumor wasn't on anymore. Hyundai kind of like shut down talks, or Apple did. I'm not sure what the real logistics were. We just need to know the headline at this point. And yeah, buyers eventually came back in, but not too strong, and failed badly for that nice short setup that SPY ended up, and QQQ ended up helping out here for that fake test, and then boom, breakdown. And boom, here was the money trade. Um, so yeah, look at this. I mean, I was only in it a minute, it looks like. Oh no, I'm sorry. A minute and 30 seconds. Yeah, like I said. Seems to be my sweet spot. I don't know what it is. Let's see, can I get a daily? Oh no, this only does 2 days, I forget. Okay. All you need to know though is that right here I had oh, come on. Right there. Right where that line is. See that 590? That was all-time highs right there. And it was moving strong into all-time highs. I mean, look at this. Nice opening range break, higher low, and then I think I flipped to NVIDIA like right here. I was like, oh my god, it's about to touch all-time highs. Waited for it, it touched it, came back down a little bit. Buyers were still in control. I clicked on the ladder for a buy. It was a little bit above where I wanted. I didn't even fucking realize where my mouse was on the active trader, which is awful. But I'm just being honest with you. uh, and it played out well. I didn't really buy in that too high on over mid price because active trader tends to lag. So I always look at bid and ask and try to smack it somewhere that I like instead of just marketing in, because I was trying to get in on this little tiny pullback. Because as it goes like this and makes this all-time high push move, the premiums get fucking juiced, and that's exactly what helped me make this gain. If I had marketed in for like right here, I maybe would have made like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. But since I got in beforehand, waited for this to play out, boom, and went for the push, and level 2 looks solid, and it really just slowed down pretty quickly. Uh, Also, what had helped this move was QQQ. I saw QQQ and the markets right when NVIDIA was right here start fucking booming, and I was like, oh yeah, it's happening. And sure enough, it did, but NVIDIA didn't seem to want to follow through much more. It really had slowed down, and that's where I was like, okay, I'm up. I looked at my active trader and I was like, okay, this is over 7 now. Like I want to find a good point, and the buys were coming in on the ask, towards the ask at that point, and I just sold right under the ask. Uh, with a limit price, and it immediately executed out, which I was fairly happy with. Uh, I almost said to myself like, "Damn, I wish I could have held longer." But if you look, this wasn't really anything. It wouldn't have made sense to hold longer. It was actually a very smart play to get where that feel was and just get out with my profit, especially in one candle when you're making that much. Like it was basically, like I said, a record scalp, so I couldn't help but take it. Um, so thank you NVIDIA for that nice, beautiful setup. The all-time high setups can really play out very nicely, and this did put in a nice little flag. And previously, if it was me, like even like 2 weeks ago, I might have been so eager to either buy this candle or buy the break. I just had been so eager to buy high and sell higher, but it's a little tricky. It certainly is. Like, sure, I'm buying high and selling higher here, but when you're doing it into that candle, you're paying the premiums. You certainly are, and it eats away at your profits. So something to consider there. And But that wraps it up uh, for basically. I'm just gonna go to show you that is indeed my record scalp. Let's go to returns on this account. Yep, so here's some of my losers. Yeah, record. I'm pretty sure this was a record loss scalp. Definitely was. Two size, of course. Look, two size, man. I shouldn't have been taking two size. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that. That wasn't a great trade. I just want to show you that. Okay, yeah. I got this here. This isn't a scalp. Just so I could show you. This was definitely more a day trade, uh, if you're asking me. And what the setup is, I honestly couldn't tell you. I have no idea. I was just trading some strong ass momentum on Apple because look how fucking strong this shit looked. Boom, boom, boom. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And continued nicely. But realistically, if you look, I'm in this trade like fucking 15 minutes more than that. So definitely not a scalp. Unlike NVDA, which certainly was. So this is where I'll kind of just give you a basis of where this account stands right now. Average profits $20, 68. Average losers $17. A cumulative return. I want to do say that is definitely off a little bit. I'm honestly probably at like fucking zero with all the commissions that I've paid. Just because some of these most recent commissions have not updated. I think I gotta input them manually. I don't know why. But yeah, holy shit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's granted everyone is a dollar. I'm probably negative. Jeez. But that's the cost of learning, especially on Thinkorswim. So I might potentially be eyeing Webull if I can get it set up for options, and the the executions are decent as Moons kind of find out. We can set up Active Trader in there, so might as well get that going, especially if it's free. I'm curious, I might give that a shot, but keep you updated. As for now, this is kind of where some of the weekly stats stand, hourly. I definitely seem to be most profitable between 9 and 10. After that, I just give fucking everything back. So, working on that as well. But thanks for sticking around for the video. Hope you guys got some value out of it, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. Peace.